Welcome to Inspired to Go, making memories one adventure at a time, and this adventure takes us to
Havasu Falls!
Check it out, it's awesome! We are on Highway 66. I think we're about 30 minutes from the trailhead. We stayed at the Caverns Inn, which is on Highway 66 on the way to the trailhead. A lot of people stay here the night before because the check-in, you have to check in at Havasupai in order to get your permit. So
and check-in is from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m.
6 a.m. to 5 p.m. But there's a lot of things that you need that I didn't know, so just be prepared. You got to sign up on their website and be registered. You need your license plate, you're going to need your ID. So we're on our way right now to check in to get our permit before we head on over to the trailhead. So let's go. And we are off, Havasupai. Here we come. We've got a little bit of a walk to the trailhead. Let's go.
Time for a little break. Had to take our jackets off. It was cool on the top, but it's getting warm really fast. You can see how the sun is reflecting off of the rocks, and it's pretty. We came from up there.
We are now at about a mile into the hike, and we started up from that ridgeline up there. And for those of you that have done Grand Canyon, whether it's South Kaibab or Bright Angel, the first mile is a lot like that. It's really steep and a lot like Grand Canyon, but it's a lot rockier. The trail isn't as well kept as it is in the Grand Canyon, but very, very similar. So you might want to get out your trekking poles and work your way down, but the first mile going down and going back up are pretty steep. We're now about 5 miles into our trek down to Havasupai, and it's a little bit rockier than I thought it would be because you're literally in a riverbed in kind of a box canyon, and you're just descending down this riverbed. So once you drop down from the ridgeline, it's about a mile down, and then you're basically in this canyon in the riverbed. So there's a bunch of boulders, rocks. The cool thing is you're in and out of shade. So if you get an early start, that sun hasn't come up yet, and you're gonna have a lot of shade. And coming out, probably the same thing. But it's really pretty in here. I'm gonna turn the camera around. That's what it looks like. So we found a spot. It is right at about 10 miles. The spot's not the most ideal. There is some water. We really want to be on the river, but we searched every inch of the camp area and all the good spots are taken. So we're going to camp here tonight. Not bad. And then tomorrow we're going to look for, hopefully there's some people packing out, and we will see what we can do to move to a different spot. But this is home for tonight.
I like it. It's not windy. We got some rock protection. I think it's good. Thumbs up.
So a little recap of the 10 miles. You always have expectations going into a hike. I thought it was going to be similar to like Grand Canyon, doing Bright Angel or Kaibab. It was nothing like that except for the first mile. Once you get down, you're basically in a canyon, hiking down the wash, river, whatever you want to call it. So it was pretty sandy and rocky. So it was actually a little bit challenging just because quite a bit of sand, rock. So the footing was a little bit different than what I was expecting. And then after you get through the village, it's still a good half an hour. You still got a good 1.5 miles, 2 miles to get into the camp area. But all in all, super pretty. We had a fairly decent day, a little bit of cloud cover. It did heat up in the canyon just because of the rocks. They hold that heat. But once we got through that canyon, kind of opened up and got a little bit cooler. But anyway, that's a recap of the hike coming down. Going back out, it's going to be a gradual climb. We're going to get an early start, probably in the dark. getting out of here in the morning. But time-wise, we were 10 miles, like 3.5, 3:45-ish, so we made decent time. Well, we relocated and we found a spot that's out of the wind. The river's right over here. And the best thing about this spot, if you come over here, we are as close to the natural spring as you can get. And right here is Fern Spring, which is drinking water. So I think we're gonna call this our home for the next 3 days. Time for dinner, night one. And lately one of our becoming favorite brands is Bowl and Kettle.
Ooh, that's
and
boiling.
We got water boiling.
Wow.
And tonight we're gonna have street corn and grits. We've had this before and it's pretty good. So we're gonna put some hot water in here, let it set, and it's
Look
time for some
inside
dinner.
though. Look you can
Yeah.
actually see the tomatoes in there. It's pretty cool. How is it?
Street corn and grits. Becoming one of my favorites. It's good. It's good. It's hot. The key in all this is the extended spoon.
Absolutely. Otherwise it gets all over your hands.
Day 2, and guess what today is? It's Mimi's birthday. Happy birthday, Mimi. So today we are going to hike to the Confluence. From the research we've done, it's about 16 miles. It's out and back to the Colorado River. But before we do that, we're gonna move our camp and tent setup just a little bit further down. There's a nice area there. So we're gonna do that. And then we're hitting the trail for a 16-mile out and back hike.
Woohoo! Don't fall off there,
Mooney
Tyler.
Falls, baby, check this out. Come closer.
I don't know, it's kind of scary.
Here, let me have it.
Oh, don't drop it.
Which way do you go?
I don't know.
Or just stay here, I'll show you. Is this way?
Probably. Is it?
I don't know, looks like there's different ways. There's people down here.
Oh yeah, this totally looks it.
Descend at your own risk. We've got to go down this cave right here. I'm gonna let Mimi go first. Okay, we got to go down the hole, down the chute, baby.
It's dark, that's all.
Okay. Whoa. This isn't the one with the chain, I don't think.
Yeah, this is.
It is?
We're getting to the chain right now.
So far, not so bad.
Oh, here's all the gloves.
Here's the gloves. Pile of gloves. No need to bring gloves. There are plenty of them. Look at that.
Find a variety.
There she is.
Yep. Kind of right-handed.
Gloved up. Little tarantula.
Oh, wow.
No, what is that? Centipede.
Centipede. It's a little wet, so it's probably slippery. Huh?
Yeah, it's wet. It's slippery. Oh, I should probably put my camera away. Here, I'm going to record you going down. Then I'm going to put my camera away. Be careful.
The rock's really slippery, so you got to be careful. It's a little wetter than usual, probably because of the rain. I'm not even sure you're going to be able to see any of this stuff left.
Not so bad. You're gonna get wet.
I know.
The back spray. Mooney Falls in the backdrop here. Came down from up there, right there. Now we're gonna keep rolling. Gonna keep cruising. We're doing the Confluence today, baby. So on the way, you got Mooney Falls, first stop. It's almost tropical through here. You don't even feel like you're in Arizona. You feel like you're in Hawaii. Check this out. What state are we in? At Beaver Falls, there's a Y in the trail. And from what we saw, you want to stay right if you're going to do the Confluence. If you want to do Beaver Falls, you turn left. So Beaver Falls is right down here. Come on up here. That's Beaver Falls, and there's a trail down there that takes you to Beaver Falls. And we're gonna stay right, and we're heading to the Confluence. So hopefully, to this point, the trail's been awesome. We're a little nervous now. To this point, it's gonna be the road less traveled, and hopefully we're not bushwhacking. So let's keep on going. So right after Beaver Falls, there's a sign here. We are now in Grand Canyon National Park. So From Beaver Falls up is part of the Havasupai tribal lands where we were camping in Havasupai, but we are now in the Grand Canyon, which is my second home. Digging it now. Grand Canyon, here we come. Confluence.
This is pretty makeshift. And we just came from in here, which is really cool. It's just amazing. The color of the water is so clear and so blue. All right, my turn.
So far to this point, the trail's been really easy. We're right now at about 6.4 miles, and it's so far the only section where we're questioning. I think we're gonna have to get wet. There's a little cave tunnel here. We're gonna go through here. We went up top and checked it out, and I think what we're gonna have to do is go through this cave tunnel, and then we're gonna put some stuff in some dry bags and then swim, I think, to the trailhead. So let's find out.
Might be easier to get in here, Tyler. There's a drop off there.
Yeah, no, you can get right here. Hold on. But I'm gonna go down right here.
Oh yeah, it does look like a step down.
Here's the camera. Yeah, it's not too bad. So yeah, trail's probably somewhere over here. Time to get real wet. We're going for a swim this crossing.
Should just dive right in. Chilly Nelly.
We made it to the confluence. Woohoo! Check this out. So we are right at 7.5 miles where I don't know what this is, the Havasupai, I don't even know, river that meets the Colorado River, which is the confluence. And it's worth every bit the effort. So if you're coming to Havasupai and you're looking for an adventure and you've got some hiking fitness, this is an absolute must do. It was probably one of the prettiest hikes that I've ever done.
Yeah, I would agree.
We felt like we were in Hawaii. It was tropical, green. The water was crystal clear. Absolutely amazing. We had to walk down to the river. Right there's the confluence. And we are standing now at the bottom of the Grand Canyon in the Colorado River.
I gotta touch the Colorado River. Woo!
Yeah, paybacks. We're almost done with the confluence. And if you're coming to Havasupai, one of the things you should consider doing is the confluence if you've got some hiking fitness.
It's a beautiful hike.
It's probably one of the prettiest hikes that we've done, and we've done a lot of hikes. But the cool thing about the confluence is it's going to be, we're not quite done yet. We think it's going to be close to about 15 miles. Round trip. And then you get to see Mooney Falls, Beaver Falls on the way out. And then on the way back, we're not to Mooney Falls yet, but the lighting's going to be totally different, so you're going to get some cool pictures. So if you want to see Mooney Falls, Beaver Falls, it's on the way out to do the confluence, so why not just go see those two falls, keep on going, go to the confluence, and come back. So definitely worth the trek.
Must do.
And I mean, this view right here is awesome, but there's like 1,000 of these on your way down. It's awesome. So now at Mooney Falls, we've got to climb up these ladders up to that ridge line right there. And then on the top of there is Havasupai and our campground. Okay, we're gloving up, but from what we've seen, there's gloves all over the place. There's no need to bring gloves. There's gloves on the top and gloves on the bottom. And here we go. Come back, slow down. Night 2, Mimi's birthday dinner. We are having mushroom risotto for appetizers. I'm having pad thai for my main course meal. Mimi's having chicken masala for her meal of choice. And then for dessert, we got some dessert. We're having creme brulee. Never had this one before, but it's gluten-free. Gonna be dessert, so I'm cooking up dinner tonight. Mimi's birthday dinner, and today is her birthday. So we're cooking it up right now. Okay, Mimi's birthday dinner, chicken masala. How is it?
Yummy.
That one is pretty good.
Uh-huh.
Look at that. I might have to steal it.
Tyler was the cook tonight. He did a great job. Thank you, Tyler. For my birthday, Tyler made creme brulee. And this is a sugar packet that I'm gonna put on top. Just like so. There we go. And then it's supposed to be ready. So let's see. Okay, Tyler, sing happy birthday.
Cha-cha-cha, happy birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday to me. Okay.
Oh, wow. Instead of birthday cake, we got creme brulee. Creme brulee. How do you pronounce that thing?
Creme brulee.
Creme brulee.
No, it's pretty good.
It is good.
Day 3. Today's our chill day. We're just gonna relax. We got up, had some breakfast. We moved our campsite just down a couple ways because this one's a lot more secluded and it's really pretty. And we're gonna go and hike to Havasupai Falls today and just chill out, sit on the beach and have some lunch and just relax before we head out tomorrow.
If you want to check out Hidden Falls, it's actually named Hidden Falls for a reason. It's a little bit hard to find. So what you're going to do from Havasu Falls, you're going to walk up the trail about 1/4 mile. You're going to see this little ramada here. You're going to turn right and you're going to head down the trail. And once you get down into the trail, you're going to see a sign that says Hidden Falls upriver. You're going to actually hike up the river and you think you're there, but you're not. Keep going. You're going to get probably waist deep, and around the bend you are going to see Hidden Falls. So if you want to explore some different falls, check out Hidden Falls.
So we were just gonna chill out today, but we heard about the Hidden Falls. So we are on our way to go find the Hidden Falls. Come join us. So we heard that you have to go in about waist deep into the water to find the hidden falls. I don't know if that's them or not, but here we go. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm not there yet. I don't know.
I think we have to go deeper.
There you go.
Well, I think we should go around the bend to see Hidden Falls. We made it to the Hidden Falls. It's about a quarter of a mile from Havasu Falls. So you go up the trail and you'll see this old ramada on the right, and then you just keep going right and just keep going. You think you're seeing these little falls and that's what it is, but I knew that it had to be bigger. So this is it, Hidden Falls. Woo.
Okay, I want to see you swim all the way to the fall. Let's see your freestyle.
There's a lot of rocks.
Well, not when you dive in. Freestyle it up the river. So just after Navajo Falls is 50-foot falls, and so when you get out of Navajo Falls, just stay right and you're gonna see trail, and you head down here and it takes you to 50-foot falls. So we got them all, we've seen them all. So they're worth exploring.
There is a fall back here. It's called 50 Fall. 50-foot fall. Oh yeah. Is that you? Woo! 50-foot fall. Now it's time to swim. Woo! 50-foot fall.
So this is 50-foot falls, and it's right after Navajo Falls. And this one's probably one of the cooler ones, but the downside to this one, there's really no place to hang out. So you gotta just get wet and walk and check them all out. Look at this. It's 4 a.m. We're packing up to hike on out of here. We got up this morning at about 3:45, packed up, and hit it to hike out. And we just made it through the village. And the village coming down is at mile 8 and coming back up at mile 2. So it's about 2 miles from the camp area, Havasupai camp area. And right now we're headed to they call it the hilltop. And when you're in the village, you can't take any photos, videos of the village or the people. So we just got through it, turned the camera on, and we're on our way to get out of here. So we are now at about 5 miles, halfway into the hike, back to our car and the hilltop. And just wanted to do a quick recap, kind of things to consider. I would say the highlight of our trip, it might be different for Mimi, I'll ask her. For me, it was hiking down to the Confluence. So if you've got some hiking fitness, definite must. What about you, Mimi? What was your highlight?
Yeah, that was pretty special, but the other falls, like the 50-foot fall and the Navajo Falls and the Hidden Falls was kind of cool too.
Yeah, so the last day we kind of was our chill day. And we weren't going to do it. We started talking to some people. So they're kind of the falls that not a lot of people talk about. I mean, they do, but they're not the main ones. So you definitely want to check out Hidden Falls, Navajo Falls, and 50 Foot. And they're in that order. And they're worth going and seeing. The other thing is we got a little bit lucky when we rolled in. It was Saturday and the place was just packed. And we ended up camping right next to the spring, the Fern Spring. And so it worked out to be awesome because it was on this big bluff wall, and from time to time there's quite a bit of wind coming through the canyon, and we were protected by the wind. So the camp area is pretty big, and if you're gonna filter water, great, but right when you kind of come in on the left is Fern Springs, and there's some good places to camp right in there, and you're right next to drinkable spring water, which was nice. There's a couple things we wish we would have brought. One is a hammock. A lot of people had hammocks. There's a lot of places to tie a hammock up to and chill out. The other thing is, you know, we would go down to the river and kind of clean up at night. And we wish we would have brought a little towel, because with the wind it can get a little bit chilly. We're doing this in May. The weather was perfect. Mid-May. Wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold. The water, you know, was a little chilly, but it was definitely doable. So, you know, a lot of it depends on clothing and what you're gonna bring depending on the time of the year. Well, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to consider.
Check the weather before you come so you know.
Yeah, check the weather. And, you know, we didn't do this, but there's quite a few people that, you know, when you sign up to do this, I think there's an option where you can have somebody pack in your stuff. And we're packing everything in.
The mules packing.
Yeah, the mules are packing in. You can pay to do that. I mean, for the most part, the 10-mile hike, it's 10 miles. It's not a bad hike, but you're kind of in a riverbed and there's a lot of loose sand and gravel, so it makes it a little bit tougher just because of the footing. It's not technical. It's just where we are right now. You're hiking down a riverbed in order to get down to the village and then into the camp. So that's pretty much it. All in all, definitely worth doing. Really pretty. Probably, oh, I thought I just saw a snake. One of the Confluence is probably one of the prettiest hikes that, I don't know, we've done in a long time. The benefit of leaving early, we left at around 4 a.m., is you can literally hike out of here with very little sun exposure. We're now at almost 7 miles, and this is our first glimpse of the sun. The final stretch, we're now at 8.5 miles, and so we've got another 1.5 miles up to the hilltop. You can see it right up there. That's called the hilltop. But this section, whether you're starting out or coming back in, this 1.5 miles is probably the most challenging because it's the steepest. And for those that have hiked the Grand Canyon, whether it's Bright Angel Trail or South Kaibab, it's real similar to that as to what to expect. So, but this is probably the hardest section just because it's steep, whether you're coming down with your downhill legs or going up after trekking around down in there and your legs are tired. So we got another 1.5 miles to go. We're almost there.
Well, hey, it's alive. Just kind of give you a feel of the switchbacks going up and down the last bit. And there they are coming down. And we're almost out of here. I see the hilltop. We're almost there.
Woohoo! We made it!
That was awesome.
Whole high five, another high five,
Woo!
and another high five.
Woo! That deserves a 3 high five, pole high five.
So it took us right at 3.5 hours, and it's exactly 10 miles. That was the trek out.
It was amazing.
What an amazing trip.
Yeah.
Well, that's a wrap. We're back at the car, and what an epic adventure down to Havasupai. And the highlight of the trip for me was hiking to the Confluence. Mimi, what was your highlight?
The highlight for me was the crystal blue water and all the waterfalls. It was an amazing paradise.
So absolutely amazing. Definitely a bucket list trip to do.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and comment below. We'll do our best to answer them. If you like this video, do us a huge favor. Give us an internet high five by liking it. And for more awesome outdoor adventure videos, subscribe to the channel. If you hit that bell button, each and every time a video comes out, you're going to be notified.
And make it a great day.
We're out.